Cleaning up data is a key step to creating reliable reporting in Excel. Let's look at the steps to easily clean up Excel data by filling in blank cells. If you download data into Excel from other programs, one of the first things you should do is check for blank cells and fill them in as needed. Some cells may be blank on purpose and should remain that way. But other blank cells can create problems, especially if you want to sort or filter the data or create a pivot table from the data. This worksheet is an example of data from another source that, as is, doesn't lend itself perfectly to a spreadsheet. In a report, repeating the region name from record to record might be distracting to the reader. In a worksheet, however, a simple sort by one of the other fields, like the rep or the department, would quickly orphan the data. That is, there's no way to attach a record to its region. So although you might consider typing or copying the entries, this can be very time-consuming, especially with large downloads of data. First, I'm going to select only column A, because there may be other blank cells. So you might have to repeat these actions on other columns in this report. This is the range that contains the blanks we need to fill in. Next, we're going to go to the feature Go To Special. There's multiple ways to get there. I could hit Go To, Control G, or F5. Then we would have the option to go to Special. That gets us there fairly fast, but I will go ahead and cancel because we can also find this in the Home tab of the ribbon under Find and Select and go to Special. From here, select Blanks. And make note of the other options under Go To Special that could be really handy for saving time in Excel and flagging or highlighting key areas within a worksheet. For now, I'll pick OK. Excel has selected all the blank cells in the selected range. Next, we want to fill in those blank cells with the correct data. So in the first selected blank cell, in this case A3, I'm going to type in equals and then point to the cell right above, because this is basically what I want to make it equal to. But don't hit enter. What we want to do instead is press Control Enter, because what that will do is it will enter the value or content but doesn't move down to the next row. And look what happened. Excel copies the respective formula to all the blank cells in the selected range. So this is a great way to quickly fill in lots of cells or to copy a formula into a range rather than copying it separately. So look how easy that is. Now, at this point, the range contains literal values, the original values, and those formulas repeat those literal values. But we need to be able to preserve that data, and we want to remove those formulas. So let's move back up to the top, press Control Home, and I want to select this column range. So I'll start here at the beginning, hold down Shift, Control, and the down arrow key, which highlights each of those cells. Next, pick the copy technique of your choice. Lots of options. I'll pick Control C. That is my copy. And now I want to paste values. I don't want to just do a paste. One way to do that, I'll right-click, and here in my shortcut menu is Values. With Paste Values, you've just replaced the formulas with literal values. So let's look at that. I'll escape to clear that selection, that marquee. If you notice, as I move down, look in the formula bar, each one of these is the literal value. Now, of course, you have to be careful if the range contained formulas before the process. You don't want to overwrite those. All we wanted to do was replace the formulas that we used to add in or to populate those blank cells. This technique won't work on every sheet that contains blank cells. However, it's a fast and easy way to repeat existing data and quickly update downloaded data so you can get your work done faster in Excel. For more tips on being productive with Microsoft Excel, or to sign up for my tips newsletter, visit thesoftwarepro.com/Excel. If this training was helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. This is Bjork, the Software Pro. Thanks for watching.